my seven. I'm ripping in my seven, my seven, my seven. I'm bouncing in my seven, my seven, my seven. I'm riding in my seven.
What's going on, y'all? We are back with another one. As you can see, we got the engine sitting in there. The bolts have been secured. The intake is on there and just sitting up there for now. And pretty much the next thing in my list of priorities is just making sure that we got the wiring right. Because after that, it ain't nothing but running the fuel up here. But before we even do that, I want to make sure that the wiring and everything is ran the way it need to be, and then it ain't nothing but pretty much putting on the front accessories, hooking up the drive shaft. You know what I'm saying, and then pretty much key to start. So it's simple, man. It goes back to what we done did before. Pretty much, as you can see, this is the original harness. Let me get wider for y'all. So it's the original harness is on the car, all right? Out of this harness, if you the one that actually took the engine out, then you can kind of tell like where things belong, etc., etc. So these wires, these wires initially went to the starter. All 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, yeah, because the purple wire is your starter wire. So technically I really only need these 3, 1, 2, and a third one for the starter wire. This fourth one here, the more larger, bulkier one, that's going to be the one that goes to the alternator. The way that you can identify that is because of the way that you just gotta match the thickness. So basically, you're gonna have your here connection. And you can just look at the thickness of that wire and tell that it is the same. It is the same gauge and thickness that this wire is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm probably gonna try to use the same for the back because I don't have the truck set up like I did before. Like, you know, I said we doing this one a little different. Little baby getting all the little bells and whistles, man. The budget's a little bit higher on this one. Even though I never put an actual dollar amount on them. I just be like, this is what I want, or this is what I don't want, or I'm gonna do it this way because I know it'll be cheaper, etc., etc. So yeah. So basically, this is going to run. So basically, this is how this harness is gonna have to go. So this is gonna be, I guess, more so kind of up and over here. And then you got some connectors here. That's the oil pressure sensor, and that's if you're trying to integrate that stuff into the car. But yeah, so basically this would come around the back of the motor all the way over here, and it's going down over there so it can go down on the starter. That probably more than likely can be tucked away. Then we'll put our new starter or new alternator setup on there. Then that should be good to go for that. And then I'm pretty sure we probably can just modify something from here where the alternator is going to sit and run it back with the harness. Now, speaking of the harness, we're going a little bit different direction this time. Like I told y'all, the budget is a little bit higher, even though it's no dollar amount, but I want what I want. So, let me show you what we got here. So what we got basically, we got a harness here. This harness here may look familiar, may not look familiar, but this one is set up a little bit differently. This is made to go inside of the car. You know what I'm saying? So going inside the car, this harness is actually made by PSIconversion.com. Now, I know somebody be like, damn, that nigga LS done blew the bag. He done spent $600 on the harness. No. I know people that know people that know people. You know what I'm saying? And I got a hell of a deal on the harness, man. Got a hell of a deal on the harness. And yeah. You know me, man. You know me. And then you also know that I did have another harness that I was originally gonna use, but those are made to where you put it in the car. Like I said, I'm cleaning up the engine bay on this one, or as far as like wiring, running all that extra shit inside the car. So that's kind of what I chose to roll with. So that's why I'm finna go ahead and start figuring out the wiring, etc., etc. How we're gonna integrate the stock stuff. If we use the stock stuff, like some of it, I mean, it's just not gonna be used. Like this it looks like a coolant temp. That one I don't know. Throttle bodies, maybe. I don't know. I know these are for the TBI connection. I thought that was coolant temp, but that might be something else. Or it might be another coolant temp. Ain't no telling. So eventually down the line, we'll get it all functional. As far as on the inside, I don't know exactly what we're gonna do. As far as I don't know exactly what we're gonna do as far as the dashboard. Let me see I don't even know what features. I don't even know what features is on the dash for real. You know. Pull that back. All right, so we got temperature gauge. So we'll definitely try to integrate that. Then we got a speedometer. That probably won't be integrated at this time because of 4L60E behind it. Then we got a fuel gauge, which we know will be good because we got a new center unit. And then there's a volt gauge. So I may have to do a little bit of researching or finding out exactly what wires go to what. The battery gauge should be very simple. And then I think about it, I can take some shit back. Cause I was finna go full throttle. Y'all know me. Let me show you what I was finna do. So what I was finna do was kind of go down the same road that I went with the Cutlass. I'm saying oil pressure gauge. oil pressure gauge, coolant gauge, all that stuff. So I already had it. That's the temp gauge. This one is for the oil pressure. And let's see, was there another one in here? I should have a volt one somewhere. But yeah, oil pressure, temperature. Oh, there it is. And a voltmeter. So I was gonna go with the same exact stock gauges. I got all three there, but I don't know. I might do something different. Might just do a giveaway with these. Might just return them. I mean, I don't know. Depending upon which route I just like to go. Like I said, the budget is different on this one. I wanted to sit a certain way. You know what I'm saying? This is my trifecta. This is the LS trifecta, so I don't know. I mean, maybe I might holler at my boy Steve Davis, see what's up on the Dakotas. On somebody, and go that route. So I don't know. So like I said, this one ain't no rush, man. This one ain't no rush. And you know, like I said, the budget hit different. Even though it's not a dollar amount, I know what I want to do to it, so. Plans. So, but yeah, that's further down the line though, man. Like I said, we're just gonna figure out the wiring to get it started. And it ain't really figuring it out at this point, it's just putting it in position, because I already know that everything that was on that leg needs to go to a starter. Once I have a starter in there, I'm also going to need to run a different battery cable. I'm probably going to, let's see, this is the block right here. I'm probably gonna run the ground cable right here. But like I said, this whole setup is different, man. I'm doing it different than I've ever done any of them. So usually, I think before, I used the bolt on this side and I ground it there, and then I run the battery on this side. Like this time, I'm gonna try to run the battery on this side, being that this is how it originally sat in there. So, small thing to a giant, man. Small thing to a giant. As you can see, we got our coolant crossover cable, or coolant crossover tube. Got that in there. So, like I said, man, the budget hit different on this one, man. This is trifecta, so I ain't want to get it and half step it. Y'all know me, I'm not gonna get rid of my stuff, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? I want it to be right. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be right. So, like I said, it's the little small things, and make it do what it do. Make it do what it do, baby. So yeah, I'll bring y'all another update video in a couple weeks, and we'll have some more progress made. So, as always, identify your weaknesses, make it your strength. Life is all about choices. Choose wisely and productivity over procrastination. And remember that the hustle don't stop, the grind don't stop. Go home.